to play What's Remains
A lot
with
of this
Edith.
isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna start at the beginning.
Wait, stop it. Okay, there you go. I did check my audio. Huh. There we go. Uh, option. Don't you have? No, not dialogue. I'm surprised you don't have, Oh, well. There it is. Okay, never.
With the house.
I was like, there's no caption. There is a caption. The book is the caption. Sorry about that. I'm really excited to play this game.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
I wanted to play this game for a long time. Like, I thought this game was amazing. Like, I really wanted. This is R2's in hand.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
This game, I'm
In her
telling you.
will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Let's go this way. I always wanted to play this game.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Like, I just want you to know this game, it's pretty one heard of. It have really high ranking. It's like 5 out of 5. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, give me a second. And audio mix was half it. So you guys can still hear it pretty much, but I need you guys to be hearing me a little bit. And like I can't really hear a thing with this. Cause it's super loud. Open the door.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
I love this story.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Oh, that's the brother. Oh, that's sad.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Wow. The bird.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
That bird's a big sign of this story.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Dude, you make me feel like this is a haunted story. It's not supposed to be like that. But it's gonna be a very sad story. Stick with me through this, guys, because I'm telling you guys, the story has a pretty good story. Can you open the garage? No, you can't lift up the garage. That's you. I was about to run. Hold on. That's a hole. Can you look through it?
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Let's see. Oh, this is... Man. Did you really climb? You didn't even look in.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
Oh, so why did I try? I just want you guys to look around into the details that the creators put into this. Just look around. I want you guys to take in this, because this is how you gotta really get into the story. We're gonna come back to that, I believe. I never seen anyone play this game. Though
For the
I've
first
seen
time
much
in
of.
years,
Huh.
I felt like I was home.
So, I play many story games. I usually know the
But
writing.
instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
I know the writing in most of these games. Therefore, I usually know what's gonna happen. I can predict it.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Let me just be quiet and let you guys go through her memory.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
That's what she has to say.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
This is scary. That's scary to me. Why?
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Let's go to this room. I do know that every room is supposed to have a story. So.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Look. That's a man, right? Yeah, that's a man with a beard. That looks like a skeleton. I was gonna lose it.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Can I break into? I think I could break into every single place. This time I'm not going to. I guess one was in the military. Did we just count out the kitchen? We did. Why not walk back in?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Whoa, calm down. Okay, so look at the names. We got Barbie, Milton, Eddie, and Mom. Look, they all got names, and actually if you pause it, you can see them. Milton, Edith, Lewis, Gus, Greg, or whatever. But
my mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
This is Edie. But look, you notice how all of them have a time to a certain date except for Edith? Take that in, guys. Edith's the only one that don't have a death date. Their names are everywhere, so because it's a house of memories, so the names will be everywhere. That's Dawn. They have you zoom in, which is kind of cool. It lets you. I don't know, I'd be scared of this house. This house don't look great. That's for Eddie, I'm guessing.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Eddie? So the grandma retaliated and what?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
So what does the peephole does? What?
As a kid, I just
Wait.
assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Gregory, was that a baby? It must have been. He only been alive for a year. Oh, that's cold. Eddie and Stefan, I don't know who that is.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
That's our name. It's not Senior. What? Oh, that's your name. Last time you been in your own room?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
The room looks beautiful.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Wait. What?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Wait, no, check the other rooms. I would hate to miss something good. This is Molly's room. What'd you have to say about Molly?
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
How? That makes... Oh, this house been over 100 years old. So she knows every
Whenever
room.
people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
So you told me... Oh, wait, hold on.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
So this house been around for over hundreds of years.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, read the spot. Actually, it's not that. So this house been built over 100 years. And you guys kept every room and locked it towards every person who died. Except for this person. When did Walter die? Uncle Walter. 2005. So he's current.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Yeah. Oh, guys, this is a game.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Oh, I know this.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Hold on a second, guys.
Idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh. I always wanted to play this game.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Wow. Where's the people? Right there. See, I a hamster? That's cool.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
So you tell him, oh, we have to play the video with every single family member? Oh, I might cry. I don't cry. It's very hard for me to cry. I might cry.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
So she sent you starving? Okay. So let's see. It probably was for punishment or something.
I kept eating and eating.
So how did she know she was gonna be gone? Cause did she eat them?
I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? You was a what?
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Okay, here's a cat. Let's go. Ooh. You can't get away from me, cat. I'm a master of parkour.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. The babies were all gone.
What is this?
I jumped and I almost got her.
What's
I
all
could
this
tell
stuff
she was
for?
getting really tired. Now I was up in a big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
This just got weird. She wants to eat a bird so bad. But again, she's hungry. I can't say that about that. Can I jump? Oh, there you go.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Oh, I'm hunting. So how did I know where it's at?
Rabbits.
Wait, where? Oh, okay.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
I got him.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Sorry, I have to keep doing this. It's not keep the
I
camera.
was big, and I moved real quiet.
What?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
We're not back in the
I
house.
got closer and closer.
No.
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Someone commented. I want to see who this person is. That was Pat. I don't know, Pat. Things look out. I don't think I'm gonna be playing Minecraft anytime soon. That was crazy. So there's still something in the room when you look for. Oh, here.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Okay, what's that supposed to mean? What's this other dude in there? Who's K? Now I'm questioning. Is that the cat? So I can't leave the room. So is there another hidden passage? Oh, the window! Duh.
This will be obvious later, but
My mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
You guys,
Her room was like a museum.
I'm gonna hear like a shark would name after Molly.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Are we going to Owen's story? Oh, I thought it was saying Odin's story. We probably can. Let's try that again.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Oh. Okay, so that's old. This might be a short game. That's probably why I downloaded it so fast.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Great-Grandma had always been the family's biggest fan. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but...
Hold a second. Not right now. Probably later.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Uh-oh.
It was a pretty big trace.
Uh-oh. You see that frog? I know that frog got something to do. There's a book in every room.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
How's it? Come on, open that. What did you just text me? Okay.
It's hidden in this book.
That is crazy. How do they get these things to happen?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Poor Calvin. We was just at Eddie Rory. Can we go back? Yes, we can. Okay. Now, I have a question. Because we was in Eddie room, we only got Odin. Nothing about Eddie. Oh, I guess we can't go back. We'll find a way to let us leave if we don't see it. Stop crawling. That's the camera. There we go. There's nothing we can do with it though. Oh, the stairs. To where? What is the stairs? Oh, it's a little kid, so it makes sense.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Anyway, what was I to say? Oh yeah. Oh my god, so let me look at this dude thing, cause he keeps commenting. Okay. Alright. Continue on with the story. Woo.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
How do you see these things? No, don't go in yet. No. Can we go? Yes, we are. Cause we don't.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Did he die in the war? So we don't have like a book or anything for him? If there's a book for him, I want to read it. Because I feel I'm skipping people. Because there's room with like 2 of them in it, and then I don't only see one.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Those are the stairs? Oh. So what do you do? 'Cause I know you just pass this way. Back when we started. Barbara's room.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Oh, Jack here with another
Sorry guys, gotta be right back.
tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed
Why
up.
did he do that?
A has-been.
I paused
But
it.
in a lucky break, she'd been asked
At
to
least you guys
perform
didn't.
her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, I know why she kept it. No one's supposed to know that's a secret.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Why we having, Dude, this sounds like Michael Myers come here. Why does it sound like Michael Myers? You're slow. You walk very slow. Nobody's that small. Like she looked like she waiting for someone to call out the washing machine. No, why are you so slow? Am I skipping something? Like you're very slow. I don't like the way that looks. Oh, I do go through this. Do I? What? Can we go fast? Sorry, I got me that way. Do you go somewhere else? This is very slow. Why not get hit? What's that thing? Okay, now that I can swing, can I probably break the thing open? Because I'm getting annoyed. Dude. Why did they make her go so slow though? Like, I could get, like, they made me walk. This is not walking. This is like, I don't even know what this is. Like, even I don't walk this slow. I have to check somewhere in the house. I know someone to my house. Like, how have people break in before? I don't even walk this way. Like, this is slow. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Can I hit the other way? Hit it. Eat it. Thank you.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Huh. Now you're faster, huh? Huh. So this was father comes in. Where you at, fool? Where you at?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Here we go again. Oh, you walk faster though. Can you run? Don't break everything. If I knock down a book, but the book's not enough. I don't know how you got over here. Which one's Walter's room? I forgot. And that answered my question.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orca's Governor's Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Come on, guys. Please do not start with me. I can see it's crawling. Crawling where? Oh, I know. Yeah.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Do you know I can safely hide?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
I don't like that pumpkin.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
We're gonna stop here at Edie. Thank you everybody for watching. And I hope that you guys have another time. We're already through 3 of the memories of the family, but I know that's a story, and we find other stories right there. No, that's not the door, that's the outlet. So the next place we're going to is the basement. So I hope you guys have a nice day. I hope I see you
I
guys
guess now
next
I know
time.
why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Yeah, I hope I see you guys next time. Bye. I love this game already.